Welcome to JWR in Hong Kong at the Marriott Renaissance Hotel. How very, very disappointing that my first live experience of Debussy's more than ambiguous love opera and my first experience at the Hong Kong Arts Festival was lacking in both the artistic and administrative arenas. I was able to secure my tickets with a ready credit card reference, but having two suppliers for the same festival, distinguished only by venue, makes it a challenge for newcomers to slip into their seats with the greatest of ease. And seating a horde of latecomers well into Act 1 only served to drag the already sluggish proceedings down still further. Thankfully, there was only one errant cell phone. Sadly, director David Pountey's realization of Maurice Maeterlinck's well-constructed libretto and Claude Debussy's marvelously balanced score, largely between ethereal bliss and brooding angst, played too fast and loose with the greatness before him to engage, much less entrance, the capacity audience. The lack of any sort of collective shared experience was palpable. Opting to go with a human skeleton outline of the tower as the main set, nonetheless marvelously rendered by Johann Engels, quite literally kept the principals too far apart to feel the passion during their prime moments. Most notably the hair scene, where Pelléas had to settle for three long-locked maidens swirling around him, while his short-lasting love writhed about on a platform by herself. Some might view that action very uncharitably. The decision to replace both the opening spring and later the blind men's well with copious amounts of sloshing water suitable for bathing, spoiler alert, Mélisande does, is almost laughable if they weren't so at odds with the original artistic intent. Losing the wedding ring becomes more comic relief than dramatic moment. Having three very much alive women portraying the three sleeping white-haired beggars may well have been due to touring budget restraints, but once again ruined the effect. In the pit, the Welsh National Opera Orchestra did their best for conductor Lothar Koenigs, but the maestro's gestures were too fluid when clarity was needed, resulting in an ensemble that was far from razor-sharp. Kudos to the trumpets for managing one of the most challenging entries from nowhere in the literature. With such a deliberate pace throughout the opera, the absence of inner tension denied the composer of his demonstrable genius in this most challenging work. The chorus was astonishingly weak. As to the cast, the men fared much better vocally than the women. Alfred Reiter's deeply nuanced Arkel led the way. Christopher Purves Golaud was appropriately menacing, while Jacques Imbrello did his level best as Pelléas trying to love from afar. Playing Mélisande, Jurgita Adamante needed much more dramatic skills and the ability to not fear employing less is more in the quieter moments. Jesse Norman's recordings can provide a masterclass on this too rare technique. Léa Marion Jones Geneviève couldn't find the required level of stoicism and uncategorical love. Uniold, in the very capable hands of Rebecca Boton, worked well on many levels, but, touring Follies 2, convinced no one that she was a precocious boy whose voice had yet to change.